Welcome back on this glorious and amazing day. Thanks for joining again in this wonderful topic, and thank you for liking. Thanks for subscribing, and thanks for remembering that you are way greater than you think you are. What is the second exercise before you listen to a controversial issue, whatever that issue might be? Last week we spoke about where you take your thoughts about your belief about sports and you take it out of your mind. Imagine it leaves your mind, and imagine you put it into a safe and you have the keys or the combination to enter into that safe. And here we go to the most important part, which is beautiful, that I think you'll appreciate, because it makes life so much easier when it comes to disagreements. Listen to what the person is saying. This is powerful. Without, because you've most probably never done it in your life, but I'm telling you, you're going to love it because I do it all the time. It's so much fun. Listen to what the person will tell you without the need to say, oh wow, that's true. Oh, he doesn't know what he's talking about. It's not judging the person's thought because this is controversial. It's just listening. And the way I tell people when I say something heavy, I say, I'm going to leave something on the table. Figuratively, I'm not leaving something physical. When I leave our session, when I leave the conversation, you look at it, examine it, and you play around with it. Don't even tell me if you accept it or not. It's none of my business. The way we were trained, sadly, by our educators, the opposite of what we were meant to train. We were trained to listen to something, yes or no. Wait, I like that. Very good, good. What are you talking about? Both methods are wrong. If it's something deep and controversial, listen to it. Do not accept it. Do not reject it. And this is a very different paradigm that humans, at least in the West, are not used to. Maybe in India they train them, I don't know. And what I have done for years, and what I'm going to ask you to do, is just listen to the idea and tell yourself, before you listen to someone and before I will record this idea, tell yourself, there's no need for me to deny or to accept. There's no need for it. Listen, sit with it, because if you accept something very fast, if you accept something very fast, you might be accepting the wrong idea. It's like if someone gives you a job offer and you accept it right away, don't ever accept it. Even if it sounds 100% good, say, I like the idea, let me sit with it for a day. Let me sit with it for a week, depending what it is. You don't have to say yes or no. Most people think that life is a seesaw. If it goes this way, then one side is the bottom, the other side is up, or it goes the other way, which means the other side is the bottom, the other side is up. One way is yes, one way is no. There is a possibility to get the seesaw to hover in the center. There's no yes, there's no no. There's no reason to make a decision. This is not costing you money. Someone is giving you an idea. Do not accept it. Do not reject it. You listen to it. After you listen to it, analyze it. And tell yourself, I will make up my mind in a week from now, or a month from now, even a year from now. I'll give you an example. The first thing that will come to mind after you listen to what I'm going to tell you, or anyone tells you, how could it be over 200,000 Americans are doing something that might even hurt them? I have an answer for it, but it's a good question. And that's what's going to bother, going to fight. But because you don't have to accept it, it makes it so much easier, because then you could sit with it and let it sink and analyze it and challenge the thoughts and go back and forth till after a week, a day, a month, or a year, you why am I dreaming? Because I just remind myself of two things, two stories. I just love these stories. I'm going to share it in the next video. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful stories. It pays to spend a little bit more time till I answer the question, what can be the big problem, or what is the big problem with sports, and why it's like a cult. But till then, always remember, you're greater than you think you are.